Indulge in the forbidden, embrace the unexpected, and join me as we uncover the secret world of guilty pleasures.
How are you doing so far? Are you enjoying the adventure? I know I am. And today I am opening up some additional ideas and thoughts and techniques that you can use for freeing yourself from the old past habits, beliefs, thoughts, the things that others may have told you, that I really want to encourage you to simply think again. I know that we have guilty pleasures, things that we've been told we shouldn't do, especially when it comes to anymore the food we eat, the drinks we imbibe on, the tasks or the duties that we partake in. We can have cultural ideas that we maybe decide we will or will not partake in, and then the guilt, the blame, the shame is so prevalent as our humans are trying to navigate what is best, what is safe. I always see the ego being more like, I got to keep this body safe. I've got to keep this body strong. And I don't know, there's so much out in this world that it's a lot for me. One of the things that I have felt is that where I can relate to like a deer or a rabbit. You can always see they're always on high alert. They're always looking, and they will take a moment to graze, but they're always at the least little sound, noise, or flash, or just that inkling that there's something possibly going to get me, and they're off. They're fleeing and stressed, and they never really find it easy to totally bring the anxieties down into a level of peace and calm. And there's something to that for all of us to think about. Where are you on the parameter if you were to look at animals? Are you a predator? Are you a prey type of personality? Are you a alpha leader, or are you a beta server type personality? And when it comes to thinking about that, how do you relate to the world and others? Do you find the world to be super easy, super safe, no problems, nobody's after you, you're top of the food chain, so to speak? You are the one that calls all the shots? Or are you in more of a fear-based mode or subservient mode, where just tell me what you want me to do, I'll take care of it, I got you, I love to serve, I love to nurture, I love to make things happen, and I will create peace no matter what, even if it's self-sacrificing. So we have a great deal of ideas here to really contemplate this week, and as you decide, where do I want my freedoms? And where am I overdoing it for others when I haven't even taken good care of myself? And that's the thing that I'm just super excited for us to take a look at. Because as a sovereign soul, put on your crown. You are a child of God, pure and simple. You are royalty. You have the ability to reign supreme in your own little world, your own little bubble. So put your little bubble around you. Just do that with your hands. Just say, this is my bubble, and this I get to control. This body, this mind, these emotions, the way I express myself, the relationships that I will accept intimately, and then I have outside the bubble the things I really can't control. And so I am going to fill in the blank. What is the blank for you? What do you feel you need? And that might be, you might need that little piece of dessert that is like supposedly off limits. You're not allowed to eat that because it's not good. You're going to gain weight. It's too many calories, or it's too much sugar, or it's too this, too that. What have you denied yourself that when you do get it, it is just like, I love this, but I'm feeling so guilty. It could be even imbibing water alone. It can be something that we're, feeling guilty about. I'm drinking this instead of that, or wines and beers and so on. And it reminds me of the Bible studies I used to be involved with, and it was all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. So when you think about, yes, that delicious food item or drink item, super fine, no law against love. It's okay. And you then get to choose, well, at what point is enough enough? Maybe it's just a small taste. Maybe it's just, maybe not even a point that you get to have, that a lot of medicines will use things that are pretty poisonous to support health and recovery. So there's a lot there for you to think about. Then if you've come out of addictions of any kind, alcoholism, drug abuse, then you have used up all your green stamps. Like diabetes, I'm thinking that's another one where you probably have all the sweet sugars that you were allowed in a lifetime. Think about it. Perhaps that would be something to go, you know what, I overindulged. My body said, oh, we're going to let you know this is not for me anymore. I've got to detox and recover. And we may never be able to restore back to the previous years when we were younger and all options were available. So it's time to think about, where have you found the pleasures in life? Where are the guilts about those? What if there was no law against them, but there is love that is guiding you toward what is best? And forgiveness is so critical right here. Where do you forgive yourself for? And I'm letting you fill in the blank. Just fill in the blank. I have this feeling when I listen to this song. I have this feeling when I read this type of literature. I have this feeling when I'm in this group, or when I'm studying this, or I feel this guilt being on a spiritual path, but it's so pleasurable. It is so great. It's not something I want to get on the rooftops and shout, hey everybody, I'm now going after being a psychic, or whatever you want to say. There's many psychics who had to be in the closets of life because the world was not accepting of that. We have a lot of people dealing with their own gender concerns, in we have certain belief systems that people might hide from, or think they need to not share as brightly who and what they really are about. Heavens, we've even had a number of preachers who actually turned into revealing that they actually were the very thing that they had preached so adamantly against. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to be honest, authentic, and if you can find something, just one thing that you're willing to come out of the closet for, and just express that you are this type of a person. There's lots of types of people out there. We talked about the inner child. So some have that divine gift. Some are very wounded and need to share that. Others have got the magical, and they want to express that. That's because you are so magical. We all are. And we need to watch and listen for those who can teach us how to do that properly. So the guilty pleasures, I'm young, but I can be young at heart. And I don't have to make sure that the your cosmetic surgery and the jewelry and the whole lifestyle is there for the magazine spread I'm trying to put out there on social media for myself. What if it's just fine to be you and to not have to find ways to beat yourself up over things that maybe other people would judge you for? Where are you actually judging? Is there pleasure and joy in some area of your life that you are terrified that others would really be against you in every way? And that is your soul guiding you. Where's your terror? Where's your fear? And that's where you stop, turn around, stop running, face it, and then move into the authentic. Maybe it's not fully in your best interest. Maybe what you are is maybe not expedient, meaning in your best interest. That's okay. It's just information, because in every moment is the moment to shift, the moment to change. You got this. You really do. And we've all been there. We all are in there. And finding the center where love is prevailing. Love, compassion, forgiveness, grace. And if you can do that for yourself, first and foremost, and that's what this journaling exercise is all about. Food, drink, health, relationships, what your hobbies are, what you're going after, your career, your people you're networking with, the connections you have. Is there something better? Is it just a philosophical difference that maybe it's just fine? Maybe you're better than you really think in the position and the understanding that you're in. Maybe you have something to say about this topic that you can actually bring forward and to the world and give us more guidance as a society, how to not be so judgmental, not to infuse guilt upon other people just because we're misunderstanding the situation. I send you great love. I sent you off to go find your freedom today. Find your freedom this weekend. Figure out where's the one area you can give yourself a little more grace, a little more freedom in. And thanks for all the likes, loves, shares, comments, and have a blessed day. Take care.